Et bonjour. Comment vous allez? Les votes sans leurs sont déjà un lointain souvenir, let's go. Et on dit tous au revoir, robot. Ça va et toi? Ça va. Tranquillou. Pardon, je viens de recevoir un message, je regarde 2 petites minutes. Comment vous allez? Comment s'est passée votre semaine? Comment est-ce qu'elle est en train de se finir? Et comment s'annonce le week-end à venir? J'ai beaucoup de questions. Je suis curieuse, dites-moi tout. M'intéresse. Ah, trop bien, j'ai le temps. Super. Ça, c'est cool. Ok. C'est bien! Très très cool ça. Ok. Je me suis reposée d'un voyage en Belgique. Ouais, on se demande duquel, j'en ai jamais entendu parler de celui-là. Je me motive à me remettre au boulot, tu m'étonnes. Courage, ça va le faire. On est tous avec toi! Courage! Et puis, de toute façon, j'imagine que... Attends. Laisse-moi ouvrir mon calendrier. T'en as pourquoi? Pour 2 semaines? J'imagine que la semaine du 25 au 30, vous êtes fermés. Donc il n'y a pas de travail, / vacances. Et vous reprenez autour du 2 ou du 3. Donc encore ça va, t'as une petite pause qui t'attend dans pas si longtemps que ça. Je reprends lundi en télétravail, ok. C'est cool ça. Tu viens de reprendre en TT. J'aimerais bien pouvoir faire du télétravail. J'aurais bien aimé pouvoir faire du télétravail, moi. Pas possible. Impossible. Et non, on est ouvert. Ah ouais, d'accord, ok. La semaine du 25 au 30, vous êtes ouvert. Mais vous êtes fermé le 25, non? C'est férié de toute façon le 25. Sauf le 25. Ok, et le premier. Bon, ça va. Bon, c'est déjà ça. Ouais, bah... ouais. J'allais dire, à un jour près, tu fais comme moi, mais en fait non, parce qu'a priori, moi, le 23, je bosse. C'est juste que je vais être en décalé, je vais avoir mes 3 jours aussi, mais en décalé. Je sais pas, j'ai pas encore eu mon emploi du temps. Ce serait bien que là, la semaine prochaine, courant de semaine prochaine, on puisse avoir notre emploi du temps de la semaine du 18 et du 25. Ce serait bien qu'on n'ait pas nos emplois du temps du samedi pour le lundi. Ça permet de mieux s'organiser et d'être serein. Un emploi du temps avec des jours off, mais je bosse un week-end sur 2. D'accord, ok. Je vois. Mon chat, ça va l'amour? Ok. Mais dites-moi, est-ce que... Attendez, on coupe ça, mais... Est-ce que à tout hasard, nous ne serions pas le mois de Noël? Mais c'est pas drôle! C'est pas drôle de faire cette annonce et de balancer ça. Genre on est 3 sur le stream et les 3 connaissent le truc. C'est pas drôle! Mais tant pis, on balance quand même! Ouvrez grand vos oreilles, profitez! Et on profite. Oui, merci Wisebot, c'est bien de faire le rappel. J'ai une commande de points de chaîne song. Il faudra qu'on fasse une liste des commandes de chaîne à faire.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look at the 5 and 10. It's glistening once again with candy canes and silver lanes aglow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots is the wish of Barney and Ben. Dolls that will talk and will go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen. And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. There's a tree in the Grand Hotel, one in the park as well. It's the sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and the thing that will make them ring is a carol that you sing right within your heart. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. So it's Christmas once more.
Et on remercie bien évidemment très chaudement Paxi d'avoir rendu ça possible. Voilà, le petit lien qui fait plaisir. Ah non! Non! Alors vous l'entendez pas, mais ça m'a lancé un clip. Ça.
Never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Bon, non, c'est pas ça. Faut profiter ça pour clipper ça. C'est rare quand je chante. Hein. Donc,
Oh là là, c'est nul. Putain, je pensais que ça se lançait pas, que je l'entendais pas si j'étais pas sur moment pub, mais enfin si je faisais juste SO et pas... Pardon, je me suis trompée de scène. Et pas si je faisais pas pub, mais non. Genre si je fais un SO, je suis obligée d'avoir moi dans mes oreilles. Vous l'entendez pas, mais moi j'ai dans mes oreilles le clip qui se joue en arrière. C'est insupportable. Ah! Voilà. On remercie donc chaudement Paxi d'avoir rendu ceci possible. Gardez les oreilles ouvertes pour possiblement de petites surprises comme ceci. Et j'en profite donc pour vous dire que ce que vous venez d'entendre sera disponible sur YouTube à partir du 24 décembre. Voilà. C'est prêt, c'est prévu, c'est acté. Plus qu'à attendre le 24 maintenant. Juste être patient. Bon, et donc, ce que je vous propose pour aujourd'hui... Ah, j'ai pas fermé Spotify. Spotify. Hop, voilà. Qu'est-ce que j'ai dont j'ai pas besoin? A priori, c'est tout, hein. Ouais. Ce que je vous propose du coup pour aujourd'hui, si vous avez regardé le titre, c'est d'avancer The Casebook of Arne pour finir le 2e chapitre. Et de là, suivant quelle heure il est déjà, et suivant mon mood, on verra pour soit continuer The Last Campfire, soit pour possiblement faire autre chose. Parce que j'ai pas envie d'enchaîner directement sur Bad Dream Coma. Ça m'enquiquine un petit peu d'être assez facilement coincé sur le jeu, mais on a quand même bien avancé, même si on a galéré la dernière fois, donc on va se le laisser de côté pour le stream là, et on verra ensuite sur les prochains streams. Si demain je peux streamer, on verra bien pour l'avancer aussi, parce que le but c'est de finir pour pouvoir passer à autre chose. Parce que là, du coup, sur le mois de décembre, je vais voir comment je peux streamer. Et on va faire plus ou moins des petits jeux, continuer ce qu'on avait déjà commencé. Et ensuite faire un petit peu sur des petits jeux. Parce que le but, c'est qu'en janvier, on puisse enchaîner sur Danganronpa V3. Ça y est, ça fait 1 semaine que je pense qu'à Dangan et que j'ai envie de reprendre Dangan. Donc on attend que les fêtes de fin d'année soient passées et que on soit tranquille en ce début 2024 pour commencer Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony, et on sera à jour sur la narration des jeux, je crois, avec V3 pour le moment. Ils n'ont pas sorti de nouveaux jeux qui approfondissent l'histoire, je crois. Parce que le jeu qui est sorti sur Switch, c'est des genres de mini-jeux avec un peu tous les personnages, me semble-t-il. Mais du coup, ça, on le testera après V3, au cas où. Comme ça, on se spoil pas des trucs, sait-on jamais. Et puis voilà. Du coup... Bon, on réarrête ça. Aussi, alors... On refait le test, mais normalement... Les commandes audio ont été activées aussi, donc...
Mon petit oiseau a pris sa volée.
Oui. Ah, la volette a pris ça. Ah, la volette a pris sa volée. Voilà, donc vous pouvez vous amuser à n'importe quel moment du stream à balancer les commandes audio. Hop, ça vient là. LED! Oh LED, tu viens de louper, Non! Tant pis pour toi. Bienvenue LED, comment tu vas? Tu viens de louper It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, que je viens de diffuser. Par contre, tu as aussi loupé une... Eh ben, nique. Ah, je le repasserai certainement plus tard quand on sera en pause. Par contre, ce que tu as loupé, mais que je peux te dire, pour le coup, c'est que It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas sera disponible sur ma chaîne Chill à partir du 24 décembre, très chers amis. Donc, voilà, plus qu'à attendre. Je vais pas tarder non plus, donc bon. Comment ça, tu vas pas tarder? Tu vas lancer ton stream aussi? Oh, The Casebook of Arne, on a déjà 5,8 heures de jeu dessus, hein. Mine de rien. On n'a pas fini le 2e épisode sur 3 inclus dans le jeu. Il y a un 4e DLC? Ou je l'ai pris? Je vais le prendre aussi, je pense. Allez, on lance le jeu. Moi, ça va me niquer les oreilles. Mais allons-y. Alors. Lancer. Toin. Voilà, maintenant j'ai le droit d'avoir... J'ai le droit d'avoir le son en boucle. Alors... Ah non, vous avez effectivement le jeu. Alors, dites-moi, est-ce que niveau son, on est bon ou est-ce que c'est trop fort? Parce que du coup, je me le baisse dans mes oreilles parce que moi, c'est clairement trop fort. Mais là, avec le retour, j'ai quand même un bon doute. Ça a l'air un peu fort quand même, non? Et bon, l'Arcaria. Merci de rester en lurk. Mets-nous de côté, t'inquiète. Mets-toi bien. Un poil chouïa bite peut-être, oui, ok, d'accord. Comment on est là comme ça? Je pense qu'on est mieux, non? Le jeu est aussi fort que ta voix. Mieux. Est-ce que je baisse encore un petit peu plus ou pas? Oh là là, quel plaisir d'avoir des retours son. Oh mon dieu, quel plaisir d'avoir des retours son. Merci de me faire des retours son, je vous aime fort. Ça a l'air bien. Seems good. Ok. Et ben continuons. Ouh. Oh waouh, je me souviens plus du tout où on en était. Je me souviens du gros de la trame narrative, mais alors je me souviens plus de rien. C'est terrible. Attendez, on va juste décaler le clavier parce que de toute façon on va en avoir besoin et ça va faire de la place pour la souris. Alors, like this is said, the possibility of someone from the mansion being the killer hasn't changed. First, I need to talk with Alice. But I should remind myself of what everyone said in their alibis beforehand. Ah oui, oh putain, on en était là. Let's see what they say about Elise. Alors, sur Elise. À propos d'Elise. I saw her leave the kitchen once. She came to the kitchen. Ah oui, ok. C'est le fait qu'elle y soit allée une seule fois qui est bizarre. Elise goes to father's room to bring him water at midnight every night. Mais même là, c'est fort, non, la musique? Genre le son du jeu est plus fort que le son d'entrée. Tout va bien. Apparently he needs water to take his sleeping pills. Tu pourras encore baisser un peu. Les bases de la musique sont assez fortes. Mais là du coup j'ai baissé. Est-ce que je rebaisse encore un peu? Oui c'est mieux là, ok. D'accord. Pas de soucis. Merci. Effectivement, ça avait l'air... ça avait l'air plus fort. Donc oui. But last night Ellis was told it wasn't necessary. However, Ellis forgot and went to the kitchen to get a glass of water like usual. And upon reaching the door to father's room, she remembered and hastily turned back. So her testimony is that while she didn't meet father, she did go to the third floor by herself. Considering the timeline, that makes Ellis the likely cause of that shattering vase I heard. Mais non, mais parce qu'on sait où est-ce que c'est. Oh là là! La série de visionnage atteinte! Let's go, LED! Série de 3 visionnages, merci! Incroyable! Merci d'être là depuis, j'imagine, du coup, 3 streams d'affilée! J'ai aucune idée de ce que c'est la série de visionnage atteinte. La fidélité! Let's go! Ouais, mais on l'avait vu pour Aria, ça aussi, la dernière fois. J'ai supposé que ça faisait 3 fois d'affilée qu'elle était sur le stream à papoter. Mais c'est nouveau et en même temps on reçoit rien. Genre, moi j'ai rien reçu là-dessus. J'en sais rien. Je sais pas ce que c'est. Donc je suppute. Voilà. Alors, considering the timeline that makes Ellis the likely cause of that shattering vase I heard. Mais encore une fois, du coup, non, parce que vu où c'est, pourquoi elle serait passée par là pour le faire tomber? Still, I don't know if this testimony is enough to... Huh? Ellis says she usually watches his father take his pills after giving him water, but what about after that? Especially when you consider she didn't give him the water this time. Isn't this a little strange? Oui. Oui, je sais. C'est ça. This right here means Ellis didn't go back to the kitchen to return the glass, which still had water in it. Plus 0 de 0 pour le... Attends, c'est un vrai truc? Quoi? La fuck? Qu'est-ce que tu racontes, sa gueule? Je découvre des trucs là. Quoi? Ok, ça c'est fait. Maybe I should ask her about that too. You never know what might be a clue. Okay, let's talk with Alice. She's still in the dining room, I bet. Okay, and dining room it is. Et dans 5 minutes, la pub commence, les amis, parce que ça fait déjà... Ça va faire une demi-heure qu'on est en stream. Déjà, mon dieu, mais je vois vraiment pas le temps passer quand on est en stream, c'est terrible. C'est impressionnant. Waouh. C'est là que je me rends compte que je connais vraiment rien. Maintiens la touche Alt du clavier et sur le pavé numérique, t'as des codes. Waouh. Genre, ça me surprend pas plus que ça, mais je trouve ça ouf. Petit émeu qui découvre tout. Ah mais c'est pas par là. Pardon, je pensais que c'était par là. Excusez-moi. Dining room. Elle est où, Elise? Oh, mais Jocelyn. How is Diana? It seems she still needs time to calm down. Is that so? Bert and Heinz still seem to be arguing as well. Where's Ellis? Oh, I told her to go back to her room to check on you two. Did you not pass her by? Oh, that's right. I was out on the terrace with Diana feeling the night breeze. Well, I'll go check on Ellis then. I see. Please do, Miss Jocelyn. Or Gramps added 2 notes. Gramps. Aww. Ça permet de faire copier des symboles communs à tous les ordi. Oh, what? C'est comme ça qu'on fait? Oh mon dieu! Et j'apprends ça à 25 ans. Mon dieu. Je dirais mieux vaut tard que jamais, mais... Et oui, mais ça fait longtemps que j'ai plus joué au jeu, je sais plus moi dans quel sens c'est, t'es gentil. Liz? You okay? If it isn't Mr. Slynn. You're so jumpy, you scared me with that. Gordon told me to call for thou, so I was fretting when neither of you were here. Where did you go? I did doth be worried. I'm sorry, it seemed Diana wanted to be alone for a little longer. By the way, Ellis, is there something about that closet? Ouvre-moi ce placard, tu veux bien? Did I not know? I adore closets. I love the way they look. Verily, I was simply staring at it. There does be nothing at all inside this closet. I am not suspicious. I am not suspicious in the least wise. That's way too suspicious. Please let me see inside. You can't. There is some underwear that is too much risque for thee, mistress. I'm sure they're all just teddy bear patterned. Where it seems Ellis absolutely doesn't want me to see what's inside. Why would Ellis want to hide? Could it have to do with that sound I heard on my way up to Father's room? Might be time to tell a little fib. Bah oui, mais si c'est elle qui l'a fait tomber... Ah, genre elle l'a fait tomber celui qui était pas relié à la chambre. Elle l'a cassé. Du coup, elle a pris celui qui était dans la genre de réserve pour le remplacer, pour que moins de monde le voit. Ah, c'est peut-être ça. Ok. Actually, Ellis, I saw it. Wait. I saw you hide the vase. Hide the vase. So you break the vase. You see? I caught you in the act. I saw you break the vase. What? I heard a crashing sound. And when I went to look, there you were. Oh, bébou. Pourquoi t'as besoin de mentir? Genre, c'est tellement pas nécessaire. Nay, I tell you, that isn't true. I just knocked it over, is all. It still has to be right there on the second floor, right? No, it isn't. That's the one that was formerly in the storeroom. Because the vase is missing from the storeroom. Well, surely Burnt must have taken it then. Diana said it herself, that Burnt is a thief, forsooth. Oh, tu vends ton crush comme ça? Ah ouais, Elise! What the fuck? Elise, do you also think Burnt is stealing things? I'm sure it must be so. Oh, mon dieu, est-ce que juste tu le vends pour sauver ta peau et du coup t'es une sale race parce que t'es censé entretenir une relation avec lui là? Ou est-ce que juste tu penses que c'est le cas? Après ce que Diana a dit? Et donc tu t'en sers comme d'une excuse ou alors t'es... Ah, j'en sais rien. So if you want me to give back anything Burnt gave me, say the words and I will. I had no idea he was doing such vile things. Really? Even if Burnt being a thief is true, it's not good to blame everything on him, is it? Bah ouais, ça se fait pas. Si t'as pas de preuves, Surette. Why won't this you believe me? Putain, la façon dont elle parle, c'est terrible. Alice's reaction makes it clear that she's hiding the vase. But she isn't going to just tell me the truth at this rate. What else can I do? Maybe Heinz told me that there were a thing Alice hadn't written to the kitchen. Must have something to do with this. Well then, Alice, what about you know what? Should I know what? You should. It's nowhere to be found either. And it doesn't appear to be somewhere out in the open in this room either. So where did it go? Glass of water. Where is your underwear? Nope. Father's glass. You always return it to the kitchen. But Heinz told me that you hadn't yet. It wasn't in Father's room. And it's not in this room either. So where is it? Did you break it alongside the vase? Also, if you could go into more detail about the risky underwear later. I would love to know that. Please at least spare me that. Nope. It's too soon for thee to engage in these things. What, talking about underwears? No, it's fine. Ellie, seriously, what kind of underwear is this? Risque underwear. My god. So you tried to pour the water from the glass to the vase and broke both? I was up very late the night before searching for you, Mistress Lynn. So even the act of going to the kitchen made me very sleepy. Oh, I'm sorry about that too. So then after breaking the vase, you were hastily cleaning the hallway and looking for a replacement. And that's when I heard this Burnt's voice. I just finished destroying the evidence, and I was standing by the second floor vase with relief. I see. Why did you have to do all that to hide it? Non, attends, on pose les questions dans l'ordre. Comment ça t'as entendu la voix de Burnt? Il disait quoi? Il faisait quoi? Il était où? Comment ça t'as entendu sa voix? Il monte la garde, à moins qu'il se parle tout seul à voix haute. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Feared of... Hein? I was afraid of Gordon yelling at me. Oh, boubou. J'avais oublié cette puissante musique. Huh? He does not even know, Mistress Lynn, the true rage Gordon can unleash. He yells at me at least 10 times a day, and yesterday I was set to breaketh my record. Again, Alice? Wait. Il est là, non? Ou c'est son flashback à elle? Again, Alice. He was certain to scare me half to death. Don't you realize, Mistress Lynn? Since around the 100th thing I broke, my senses have become numb. I've come to think it's only natural that I break things. Ah voilà, c'est bien ce qui me semblait, il est là. Putain, comment ça t'écoutes aux portes? Comment ça t'écoutes aux portes? Why does he yell at me so when I'm only doing something natural? Mistress Lynn, please keep this from Gordon. Please keep it a sec. Sir Gordon, how does it do? Sure enough, that broken vase was your doing. Now, would you tell me all about it, nice and slowly? I'm sorry, please forgive me. Alice, we'll go to my room. Gordon, hell no! Mrs. Lynn, I'm terribly sorry, but our discussion about the future must wait until everyone's calmed down. Hell no! I'm the head of this family. I command. You stop scaring her like that. Shit. Hang in there, Alice. T'as conscience que tu pouvais lui dire d'y aller mollo au moins? C'est comme ça que toi qui te plaignais de pas pouvoir faire beaucoup de trucs, tu peux essayer de changer un minimum les choses. Sure enough, the broken vase and glass are here, but not much else of note. Still, steadily working these things out is important, surely. I was able to expose Diana's and Alice's lies all on my own. Yeah, this is fine. I can manage this even by myself. Seems it'll take time for everyone to settle down. Should go back to my room and sort out what I've learned. The broken vase and glass are inside. No sign of sexy underwear. Où est-ce qu'ils peuvent être? Où est-ce qu'ils peuvent être? Teddy bear. Its name is Hamburg. Hamburg? Really? Willa Mudgy F. Real Chuka. Volume 6. Added to collection. Lined with books about maids. About maids. Wow. Ok, je peux pas faire mieux que ça. Suitcase is packed with clothes, but there isn't really anything of note. Really? Nothing at all. Tristesse. Mon chat. Eh, laisse la montre. Allez, bouge, bouge. Allez, merci. Très bien, mon chat. Oh. On peut rien faire. C'est beau, ok. Et donc de là, go to Lynn's room. Okay. On the east end of the first floor. Bah, allons-y, hein. Voilà. Je sais pas si ça me rassurait, moi, d'avoir autant d'armure. Hein? There's something on the wall. C'est quoi, c'est une note? Et coucou Titir, comment tu vas? What's this about? Comment ça va depuis tout à l'heure? Waiting in the courtyard. Is it from Lord Arne? I wonder why. Does he want to apologize once more or something? No, surely not, but even supposing he did apologize, would I be able to forgive him? If we end up working together to investigate again? Pas rien de neuf en 5 minutes. Bon, ça va là. Yes, I should really give some thought to how to handle the relationship between us. Juste travaillinge. Eh ben, courage pour le travaillinge. Très courage à toi. On est tous de tout cœur avec toi, Titir, ça va aller. At any rate, I'll go. Ok. Ici? What? 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 Ici? courtyard it is. Ah mais c'est le soir en plus. Mais... À quel moment? Go to courtyard. C'est même pas go to the courtyard, c'est go to courtyard. Ouais mais y a rien. Et quoi, tu veux sortir? Mais non. Comment ça tu veux sortir? L'Odroni? What could it be? Oh, mais c'est moi. Oh, what's the matter? Comment ça, ils nous reconnaissent pas? What's wrong? It's me, remember? Why are you attacking me? The guard dogs bared their fangs and howled, preparing to leap at the girl at any moment. Attendez, je prépare mes doigts. As the dog leapt straight ahead, the girl desperately dodged out of the way. Okay, what's wrong with you? It's me. Rentre. Rentre. Ta mère, rentre, je te dis. My leg, I can't move. What do you mean you can't move? Que... Hein? Attendez, mais comment ça? What's a vision I just had? I need to escape from these dogs. Straight ahead. Oui. Et quoi, on va à la porte là-bas? Please stop it. Non, ok. Alors t'as une chance sur 4 à chaque fois. Ça va être long hein les gars. Je me suis remis à Zelda Tears of the Kingdom et je suis trop content. J'ai repris à 0 pour me remettre à fond dedans. Ah ouais, d'accord. Carrément à 0. Putain, ça fait longtemps que j'ai plus ouvert Zelda moi aussi. Il faudrait que je reprenne et que j'avance. Et pendant les vacances de Noël. Pendant les 3 jours que je vais avoir, je vais amener ma Switch et puis voilà. Bah ouais, mais là du coup... T'es dans la merde. What should I do? I'm cornered. Still haven't accomplished anything. And yet, someone load on me. You called? Genre c'était fait exprès me dire... Pas en stream Zelda. Non, non, non. Bah non, parce que je vais pas recommencer le jeu depuis 0. Je vais juste avancer de mon côté. Et c'est pas Tears of the Kingdom. J'ai pas encore commencé, hein, du coup j'attends de finir le premier. Par contre, le Zelda qu'on avait commencé en stream, il faudra que je le reprenne. Ça oui. Si t'as fait exprès de manipuler les chiens pour qu'au final on soit en mode « Ah mon dieu, Arne nous a sauvés !» je te bute. Voilà. Why didn't you leave? What would I need to leave for? You said you didn't want to see my face, so I simply stayed someplace where you wouldn't. More to the point, why are you out here being attacked? I don't understand it either. Why are the dogs? Talk about knowing of the arm that feeds you. You've never heard that? It's a saying in Japan. Putain, tous les putains de trucs qui sortent, il dit ça vient du Japon. Je suis pas sûre, mais allons-y. Tu m'étonnes. Trop bien ça. Mon chat. Ah. Such incessant barking. They're like dogs. But they are dogs, aren't they? They are dogs. Ah, I see. So they're curs who forget lessons that were already taught once. Be gone. Et comment ça ils nous ont attaqués du coup? Qui est-ce qui les a entraîné? Qui leur a demandé de nous attaquer? Thank you so much. Indeed, you should be grateful. But I'm not going to forgive you just for this, Lord Arne. Yes, about that, there's something I must tell you about. If you care to listen, that is. What is it? It may get a little long. Let us return to your room. Understood. T'es qui, toi? Hey! 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 Coucou, mon chat! Ça va? Oh, c'est dommage que t'aimes pas les câlins comme ça, que tu viennes pas de toi-même. T'es tout doux, t'es tout chaud. Une peluche vivante, quel plaisir. Fermé. Mon chat. Voilà. Qui que t'es, toi, là? Chat! Miaou! Miaou! C'est ce à quoi tu t'engages, mon chat. Hein. Si tu montes sur le bureau devant moi et que t'attends pour des caresses, tu risques d'avoir deux bras qui s'enroulent autour de toi. Hein. So in summary, control of my body had been taken from me. Do you think I'm going to believe that? I should hope you will, because it's the truth. In essence, this personality of mine also comes from this body's one remaining heart. And thus, I too am ultimately a puppet. Quite delightful, is it not? Feel free to laugh. I wouldn't do that. To me, you're just Lord Arne. Yeah. Is that so? Let me ask a few questions. What is it? Even if it wasn't your own intention, Lord Arne, do you have any thoughts about the people you attacked? Doesn't matter what I think, it wasn't the current me who did it. But no, I don't have any special thoughts. Then why did you apologize to me? Because it appeared I quite troubled you by having my body taken over by that fellow. It was an apology for my blunder, in essence. Then, one last question. Lord Arne, are you using me? Indeed I am, for the sake of solving this case. It would be a pain to gather info from around this mansion all by myself. Yeah, he's using you just the same way you are using him. To try to find out what happened. It's a different way to see things, but yeah. I'd like to curtail the tedium, so as to enjoy this case as much as possible. What about it? Even if we can speak to each other, vampires and humans really do think differently, huh? I'm not certain how exactly we differ, but that much should be obvious. Vampires and humans are separate creatures. Humans can't understand the thoughts of animals, yes? Well, I mean, technically humans are animals. We're just dumb enough to choose not to pay attention to what all the other animals might be thinking and feeling and needing. Even so, I feel like if I properly explain my feelings, even if you should be able to understand. No, I guess that's wrong. Because even if I understand his explanation, that doesn't mean I'm okay with it. Trying to force different values on others won't resolve anything. But still, the using he talks about. What is it, Lynn Renvice? You've gone quiet all of a sudden. Oh, come on. Why am I the only one so troubled by everything? Don't start shouting out of the blue. Understand. I won't forgive what you did, Lord Arne. I don't care if your body was taken over by another vampire or whatever. In fact, it's all your fault to begin with for losing to your own blood, of all things. Is that true? Shouldn't have been so dumb as to just lick the blood without any signs of warning. So sure enough, the fundamental issue lies with you. What are you doing losing when you call yourself the most heinous of vampires? Sorry, I might have gone a little bit too far. Is that how it is? Understood, Linren Weiss. So you are irritated by my incompetence. Of course we are! No, that's not really it, but no, it is. It is. Say again? Jeez, Lodoni, well, for humans in general, it's painful to be hurt by those we're close to. And for whatever reason, we can't understand that. You can't understand that. But even if you can't understand, could you at least keep it in mind? Right, I'll keep it in mind. Thank you very much. And also, sorry for hitting you. Don't worry about it. You might as well have been petting me. More important... Can we actually pet you? I would gladly pet you. More importantly, I've been eager to hear what information you've gathered. More importantly? Understood. Alright, listen. Listen well to my efforts. Is this enough? I wonder. Feels like only a temporary measure. If we keep investigating together and run into another conflict. Enough of that. Organizing our information comes first for now. Tellement de sauvegardes les unes après les autres. Well, that's everything I learned, and what I know about the vampire Nasserach. I have still no idea how to pronounce it. I have no issue with your findings about the action of the humans, but you say Nasserach is known as the Lord of Shadows and is belligerent with a serious appetite. Isn't that far too little to go off of? What do you expect? There's not much in the literature. Very well, I suppose. This case is connected to Nasserach's heart, isn't it? Your father likely used it out of his desire to revive your mother. Ça y est, je suis trop concentrée. Je commence déjà à bailler, les gars. On est dans la merde. Ça fait 1 heure qu'on est en stream. Ça baille déjà. Perhaps it was even the killer themselves who taught him the black magic of reviving the dead. The Renvai's pedigree is convenient as well. The influence held by nobles can often extend over the police, after all. Furthermore, whatever his methods, it was your father gathering humans' body parts. If his mental state was unstable as well, it would be easy to pin all blame on him if needed. I suppose so, but I'll never forgive them for using father's feelings. Well then, allow me to sort out your information. Oh! For fuck's sake! Well then, allow me to sort out your information to help reveal said killer. Yes, go right ahead. Ok, allez, avançons. Blood bat doll display talk. Movie? What is all this? Cute, so cute. Right, it's your first time seeing it. Simply put, it's a stage made from my blood. Heavily, bloodily, adorably. No, don't. I thought it good to see you cheering up, but stop that at once. I just started doing it subconsciously. Everything I'd been stubbornly keeping in came out just like that. Say, Linny, here's something you might appreciate. Zissy, what is it? Arne's bored all the time, so he practices doing this all by himself. No way! For real? That's actually pretty cute. That's too cute, I just want to decorate my room with you. That's weird. How do you want to decorate a room with him? Nope. Not possible. The blood returns to my to my body when it's done. No, I was talking about you, Lord Arne. Me? Boy, Lenny, you really are strange. Nothing of the sort. Drooling again. Well, you see, when humans get infected, their body temperature rises, and so to lower it... Nah. That's sweat. This is going nowhere. Let us ignore Linner and Vice. What? Please let me join on this too. You become awfully bothersome all of a sudden when the subject is vampires. Just stay there and be quiet. Leave it to me. Let's organize the information Linner and Vice gathered. Alright, first, oh, ça c'est cool. Hold on a second, you got a map of the mansion and dolls of everyone? Don't be so surprised at every turn. That's not happening. I'll just ignore you for a while. All that needs to be made clear in this case, ultimately, is who killed Linner and Vice's father. Thus, the only action we need inspect are those of the humans in the mansion before and after the incident. The first one to act before Linner and Vice received the call from her father were the two maids. First, the short maid left her room to go to the kitchen. In so doing, she met the guard and the chef, neither of whom moved until the incident occurred, right? Yes, that's what they said. That's what they said. Incidentally, I take it you asked the guard, the maid, and the cook individually? Well, naturally, I questioned all three separately, and they all gave the same story. In that case, good. Let's now proceed. Well, this short maid was in the kitchen. Another person left her room. Surely, you know where she was headed. Of course, she was headed to the terrace. Oh no, the second guest room. Yep. The second guest room. And then terrace. The guest room on the second floor. Precisely. But how do you know it happened in this order? Actually, I was watching from this mirror here. Yes. Zissy, so both maids head to the second floor. The tall maid passed by here first. Ooh, I see. In short, if anyone tried to go to the third floor, they would be witnessed by Zissy on the second floor, or the guard in the dining room. I see. Of course, the guard is also a suspect, so we can't fully believe him. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a, mon chat? T'as entendu quelque chose? Petit cœur. Voilà. La tête de blasé. Que je te sens qu'il dort. Before the moment, there are no contradictions in the people he claimed to witness or the times. In addition, Zissy was generally watching everything, so it should be no issue to proceed like this. Should, yes. Understood. Then, she waited here. Then the maid left the kitchen, right around when the gardener was spotted in the back. Uh-huh. The gardener wanted to reach the maid waiting on the second floor, but... Ah oui. Ah oui, carrément. C'est du haut. Incidentally, Zissy also saw the two of them in the guest room. Huh? Then I didn't need to see through Diana's lies? You can generally assume that Zissy saw everything in any room with the mirrors. My hard work! But they quickly went into a blind spot, and I didn't know what they were doing. So Linny did good. I sure did. Well, but there's no way to verify whether what that maid said is true or not. If Zissou hadn't seen it, we wouldn't know if she was really in the guest room. By the way, Lina and Vice. Yes? Do you think it would be possible to carry the ladder to the terrace on the second floor? I wonder, that ladder is really big. Kai always seems to just drag it around. And also, there's a fence on the terrace. Would probably be hard to do alone, right? Indeed. Zissou, was there any indication that the gardener left the room alone, then re-entered the mansion? Not just limited to the second floor guest rooms, say the third floor guest room perhaps? Unfortunately, I didn't see. Right, understood. Okay. Yep. I saw her pass through. Yes, we get it. The maid. Oh là là! Au secours! Par contre, j'ai les doigts gelés. The maid went to her master's room right at midnight every night. But then she recalled that on this day, she'd been told he didn't need water. Just around this time, Lina and Vice received a call from her father. Now they both began to move. The maid couldn't be bothered to return the glass to the kitchen. So she tried to transfer the water to a vase but broke both. While she was doing this, Lina and Vice prioritized going to her father's room. And then she arrived. Now, as for the maid's actions afterwards... The maid wanted to destroy the evidence, but... Clean up? Yes. Parce que je voulais faire la nickel. Donc soit c'est un hasard, soit c'est vraiment un gros coup de chatte en fait de l'avoir enlevé de la vase. Just before Alice had heard first witness Burns scream. Quoi? Just before Alice heard first witness Burns scream. Seemed she was in the storeroom. Burns screamed? Je me souviens pas de ça, il a crié Burns. Knowing her, it wouldn't surprise me. If she was searching for a vase the whole time. Ooh, pardon. She's so dim-witted. That's true. In summary, à minuit 5, let's say she took about 5 minutes cleaning up. And was searching the storeroom for a vase when you delightfully passed out. What do you mean delightfully? If only she'd left cleaning up the vase for later, she could have entered the storeroom sooner. Okay, but then? What would have been the point? At this time, everyone but the guard was inside the room. A convenient time to act without anyone saying. As for this butler, it's not even necessary to give it thought. Given the placement of his room, he'd inevitably encounter someone going anywhere. If he went to the second floor, he'd pass this mirror. Pardon, on va faire que bailler. Je suis désolée. If he went east, he'd encounter the guard. Ça y est, c'est mort. That's right. After doing some reading in his room, Gordon apparently talked with Heinz in the kitchen. Burns says he saw them too, and there was no contradiction with Heinz's testimony. Incidentally, what was he talking with the chef about? The food menu for next week and budgets, apparently. What a serious and dull old coot. Dull old coot. Such a crude way to treat him. Okay, minute 30. At 12:30, the god was evidently called for by your father. Even Bern didn't seem to know why he was called. I recall your father said something about living in the house together, did he not? Ooh. Yes. If that's indeed what was going on, then perhaps the god was meant to be the first witness. Meant to be. There was a corpse resembling your father, yes? He wanted him to see it and think he'd been murdered. Well, though he was in fact murdered. Father, why would you do something like that? But wait, it's not just let the maids discover in the morning. Why not just let the maids discover it in the morning? Indeed, I can see no merit to making the god discover it. Perhaps that wasn't in the killer's plan. Well, more possibilities make it all the more delightful. Non mais c'est terrible. Si je baille toutes les 5 minutes comme ça. C'est insupportable. There's nothing delightful about it. And after the guard used his key to open the door, he found you uncountily passed out next to the corpse and screamed. Hold on, what's that uncountily for? By the way, your father was holding his room key. Who else had a duplicate key? Besides Bernd, the butler Gordon and the 2 maids also had key. That's far too many! Oh, but Alice doesn't have one anymore? Why? A month ago, she flushed hers down a toilet. Since then, she hasn't been allowed her own. Instead, she has to borrow Gordon's, and if she doesn't give it right back, she gets yelled at. What kind of system is that? Right? It's so weird. Then, back to the short maid. Just before the guard found the corpse, she went down to the 2nd floor to replace the vase. Yes, she said Bern's scream almost caused her to break that vase too. And in response to the god's pathetic scream, the short maid, Alice, and the tall maid, Diana, they have names. The 2 of them assembled. Putain. Non. Ah, j'ai eu une citation d'Avengers qui m'est venue en tête. But what was the god doing at that time? Bernd's extremely averse to blood, so he was dancing, passing out, reading. Passing out? Seems he fainted. Huh? Bernd can't stand the sight of blood at all. Ouais, mais ça fait une belle jambe quand même pour un garde. For instance, Alice sometimes blunders and cuts her finger, and every time Bernd runs over out of worry, that little bit of blood makes him faint. What a useless fellow. Isn't the fact you might discover a corpse someday the best part of being a guard? The best part? I'd hope that's a really rare occurrence. On the other hand, impressive he could become a guard. Right? Well, at any rate, the maids then called for the others. And they too assembled. Okay. That concludes our sorting out of the info, we also have a sufficient idea of motives. However, before we consider who the killer is, there's one thing I want to confirm with you. What is it? Lena and Vice, those dogs of yours seems quite superb. Indeed, they will attack anyone but specific people, as demonstrated earlier. Yes, they should be friendly only to myself, father, and the gardener Kai. Then why do you think you were attacked? Are these not our dogs? Or were they told to attack us? It's simple. There was something different about you. Something different about her? You were attacked, in fact, because they were too talented. Something different. So just what is it? Oh, wait, did they change something? Did they put something in her? Did they... what? I was about to say, did they change her heart? But no, because her mom's not working for a year, so no. Appearance, voice, scent. Yeah, her scent, I guess. I'm guessing it says scent. Could it be my scent? You're certain? Yes, I don't know. We can't know about the voice. Oh, the appearance! Because of the... really, because of the joggers. To regain consciousness, I had blood on my clothes, so I changed. But I'm sure just changing clothes didn't remove the scent of someone else's blood. Oh, okay. I didn't notice it myself, but maybe the dogs responded to it. Exactly. I'm sensitive to the smell of blood as well, and though it's faint, you do smell of blood. And it's not your own. In short, hold on a second. What? I'm getting to the important part. Your blood went back, so you got bit again. Wait, not that. You could smell blood on me too? I said as much, didn't I? And so? No, not and so. That's really kind of embarrassing. Huh? Look, it's fine. No, it's not. Now that I think about it, I haven't bathed in 2 nights in a row. Now that I'm thinking about it, I can't stop. I can't focus on what you're saying right like this. I'm going to take a bath. Hey, hold on. We can talk later. No, we can't. It's more important to talk about it than just go take a bath. What? Does it see? Lynn, right? I know, leave it to me. But I won't look inside the bath, of course. I'm a gentleman, see? Thank you, Lizzie. Yes, so you say. But still, why is Lynn Renvice taking a bath all of a sudden? You definitely don't get a girl's heart, Arne. I mean, you'd need to get human feelings first. What are you talking about? Ouh, est-ce qu'on a un petit... Est-ce que c'est pour la suite, ça? Does she probably understand why she was attacked by the guard dogs? The knot that called for her, the knowledge that she had the scent of blood on her. Clearly, she's the next one the killer is after. Maybe she was embarrassed enough that she couldn't even afford to consider that stuff. Utterly unbelievable. C'est une ado. I'm revived. Truly, Ladoni has no delicacy. Real vampires turned out to be completely different from what I imagined. It's really kind of a shock. I've been disillusioned. But vexing as it is, their abilities are still cool. Really now, what's with you, Lord Arne? Come to think of it, I wonder if vampires take baths. I've read that they can't stand running water. Should ask him later. Well, never mind that. I need to thoroughly wash out this blood scent. Oui, parce que forcément, ça doit s'enlever en un lavage, même si tu frottes comme une malade. Ouais. If Lord Arne hadn't saved me, I might have died. Oh, you probably would've, yes. I don't have the power to protect myself. Of course I understand that wisdom alone isn't enough. So I need Lord Arne's help. But I really do need to think about how to go about interacting with him. Lord Arne uses me in this case to enjoy himself. And I use his strength and wisdom to help solve the case. But when I say I'm using him to solve the case, aren't I just trusting that he can do it? Isn't this so confusing? Just what is the difference? The meaning you bring to it, I guess. Humans and vampires, Lord Arne and I. Trusting, using. Come to think of it, why was I attacked? Actually, there was that note in my room. And the fact that I had blood on me. That wasn't a coincidence, was it? Ça y est, elle a compris. Elle a compris. Bravo, petite. Lina advice, how long are you going to be in here? Isn't this much too long for a bath? Oh non, on a été enlevé. Well, now, Lina advice. Ooh! Attacked? Killed by the culprit, after all. Nah. Nah. Well, you're still alive. I'll get you out of here for now. Merci de pas te presser. Oh wow, bichette. Lord Arne. There was clearly a fatal wound, so I thought you were long since dead. I see, I'm going to die. Even when I'm suddenly on the verge of death, you aren't surprised. Well, I was able to predict it, so did you see the culprit's face? They suddenly came from behind, so I didn't see. Oh, for fuck's sake! How useless. That's cruel. It was you who didn't listen to everything I had to say. Right. Heh. What are you laughing about? Mother said she wanted to die smiling. Are you happy to die? That's not it. Did your mother die happy? She said she wanted to live. I see. So Lina and Vice, what about you? I also want to live. That should be obvious. I haven't accomplished anything. Even though I'd finally decided to do something on my own. I chose to all by myself. I'll catch Father's killer. I don't want to die yet. I don't want... I see. Yet very soon you will undoubtedly die. Toyed with by the killer, never to be the staring role, you were a helpless puppet in the end. Just do as a supporting character does, and step off the stage of this puppet show. But I'll give you a small mercy. If you have any last word, I'll hear them. Mais j'arrête là, Arne? Is my blood. I didn't quite catch that. Please suck my blood. Lina invites you. Putain, jusqu'au bout, elle lâche pas l'affaire, c'est génial. Think you'd be saying that even now. Those who have their blood sucked by a vampire become the vampire's puppet, gaining miraculous healing. But just like it sounds, a puppet is a puppet. With no sense of self, they only obey the vampire. So you're saying you wish to live, even if it means becoming a true puppet. Ah, but we're talking about the vampire fanatic, so that's not what you mean to say. A puppet is not a vampire. So puppets are not immortal. As such, they cannot recover from such a fatal wound. You want the blood of Nuntoad, don't you? I don't need the blood of Nuntoad. Huh? Lord Arne's fine. What do you mean? Give me Lord Arne's. Please give me Lord Arne's blood. My blood? Is that different from the blood of Yinjot? Answer me, Lunar advice. Yes, it is, since you have like... How many? 7 hearts missing? Yes? Don't just go ahead and die, you. Very well, Lunar advice. You may live a little longer. You can still use your voice. Don't speak in the middle of it. I feel like I've done something I really shouldn't have. There, the blood sucking you so desired. Rejoice. So I guess it is, but... Oh! Bichette, la tête. What the heck was it with the reluctant blood sucking? Seem able to move well enough. Thank you very much. There's no need to thank me. After all, in just a few minutes you'll become a mere puppet and meet death. Before that happens, answer my questions. What do you mean, my blood? By Lord Arne's blood, I mean Lord Arne's blood. Yes, I'm asking you what that means. The blood that runs through this body is that of my own remaining heart. In short, it isn't mine. Maybe that's true, but the blood of the other kings is there too, right? Indeed it is. If you dissolve salt in pure water, it becomes salted water, right? There's no turning it back into pure water. I thought maybe this was the same thing. In other words, the one heart serving as master and 8 other kinds of blood mixing in. That is what my blood is? And now my blood is mixed in there too. Indeed, vampires do not digest the blood they drink. It mixes with their own and enters the body. I see, an interesting thought. I'll keep that in mind. But please don't make me sad by calling yourself a puppet. What do you think to be told by someone about to become a puppet? Well then, Renvice, I no longer have a use for you, but I at least extended the time until your death. Shall we enjoy a last conversation? I was thinking about the relationship between humans and vampires. No, me and you. And I thought so deeply about it, I just got myself confused. I trust in your strength and wisdom. Even now I think they can solve this case. But you were using me to investigate this dimension, right? Exactly. Trusting and using, it's all a matter of the distance between hearts. I had no other option but to get your help, but I'm sure even if I'd refused to investigate, you would have found another way to solve the case. Naturally. I expect I'll have no problems, even with you dead. Well, of course, you have plenty of information now. However, with the death of my client, my duty to solve the case also disappears. No, I'm going to solve this case. Just give up already, Linrin Vice. What are you trying to get at? You mentioned your relation with me. J'ai peur de ce qu'elle va dire. J'ai tellement peur de ce qu'elle va dire. Lord Arne, Okay, I'm going to use you. Okay. Thank you! Use me? Bah ouais. You, a human. Such a fool up to your last moments, Lunar Vice. Ah, trop bien. Juste la musique là. You were at least a little amusing. But do you think I would accept having you use me? If I let myself be used, it would not be interesting? But if that were an interesting turn of events, what then? Well, I said I'm going to use you. I do truly believe in your abilities. can't imagine I'd be able to solve this case without your help, Arne. So until this case is over, use me. Have me dance in your palm and entertain you. Go ahead and use me as a tool. If that really is the appropriate stage for me. So the show we've been having until now wasn't appropriate for you? Of course it wasn't. I'm not a puppet, I'm a human with my own will. There's no way the puppet show I've been part of until now was where I belonged. I'm the star of this show. Only I can be the lead role in this case. Any play in which I'm not the star is a complete piece of junk. You want me to, once more, put on a show where you are the star? Hold on, are you going to say you can only put on puppet shows made of blood? Tu ne cours pas vers tes croquettes, mon chat. Tu restes dormir. Ok. So I'm manipulating a human with a will as a human, keeping her human. Belinda advice. Did you not say it yourself? I don't understand the feelings of humans. Do you think I could put on such a show? You can always use me for guidance, right? I'll certainly let you do so. And doesn't the added difficulty posed by you not understanding make things more delightful? She kinda got a point. Furthermore, my delightfulness is Lord Arne approved. Indeed. I've never met a human as delightful as you. And you know, if I'm the audience for this stinker of a show we've had, I'm booing the heck out of it. I'm here thinking give me my money back. And as a client too, I'm terminating my contract with this lousy detective. I already paid a fee up front, so I have a right to take it back. I see terminating the contract and paying you back. I never thought of that. How delightful. You are truly delightful, Linrain Weiss. You'll give it back, won't you? My blood. Are you saying that with your true understanding of what it means to give you my blood? Yes. Trading our blood. In other words, performing a blood pact. Let's go. And turning you into a vampire. Ah putain. Je sais plus parler. C'est fini la team. Je sais plus parler. And turning you into a vampire. However, I should make it clear up front. There's no guarantee a blood pact will succeed. Even so, if there's a chance I can survive, to both use you and be used by you, I'm not going to die. Right, get up there, Weiss. Ouais, elle est vachement debout là du coup. Now, have you any final words as a human? Even if my body becomes a vampire's, I'm sure my heart will remain human. I see no need for final words. I see. Then let us begin, Linrain Weiss. Ye of pure white, be dyed crimson in your entirety. Thy soul will be forever trapped in here, your body rendered meaningless. Upon the name of Arne Newtoad, this I declare. The name of our new buffoonish compatriot is Linrain Weiss. Now, let us dance together joyously. Mais je comprends toujours pas pourquoi elle est devenue cible au point de se faire buter en fait. Alors oui, elle avançait dans l'enquête, mais à aucun moment elle était proche de savoir qui c'était. C'était méga tôt pour la buter. The rest is up to you, Linrain Weiss. Rinse once more onto the rise once more onto the sage. qu'on a fini le chapitre 2. On a fini le chapitre 2, let's go. C'est visuel. Ah, je peux boire, ça y est. Go. Et on a une coupure publicitaire sur la fin, c'est beau. Évidemment, on laisse le générique, hein. Il y a quand même des personnages qu'on n'a pas beaucoup vus, hein. Pour le moment, dans la liste des possibles coupables. Oh! Ça, c'est cool que lui soit là. Lui là. Cool qu'il soit là. C'est rigolo. Alors. Youhou! We meet again! Hey, Zissy. Enjoying the case? Ouais, bah ça recommence à bouger sur la fin, donc ouais. Okay, hold on to the real business. Arnie's about to find the killer, but do you want to try finding them first? Don't worry, you've got all the information you need to reason things out. I do? Though it looks like Arnie will need a little more time to notice. Uh-huh. Oh, how are we in the list? And it needs... Arnie needs time to notice. Does it mean that it's one of his hearts? Or that it's him? That it's none of them? Attendez, on n'avait pas plus de monde que ça? Non? Non, peut-être pas. Ok. Mais je pense pas avoir assez d'indices et savoir assez de choses pour pouvoir dire ouais, ok, pour pouvoir pinpoint quelqu'un et dire c'est sûr en vrai c'est lui. Ou elle. Genre, Heinz, on l'a presque pas vu. Gordon, il sait tout de tout le monde. Du coup, je sais pas si je peux lui faire confiance parce que bah il peut manipuler très facilement. Kai, on l'a pas vu beaucoup. Bunch, je peux pas me le voir parce que son caractère compliqué en vrai. Et Diana et Elise, on n'a pas assez d'infos non plus pour ça. Et puis surtout, au moment des faits, a priori, ils étaient tous déjà occupés. Donc, ça laisserait Arnie. Parce que, à moins qu'on ait eu des choses qui ont été omises de Lynn. Non, j'en sais rien. Mais non, c'est pas Lynn. Mais je sais pas, hein. Non, moi je pense pas qu'on ait assez d'infos pour savoir qui c'est. Well now, who could the killer of Lynn's father be? Oh me? Heck, I don't know. Not that I'll tell you if I did. Well, I know you wouldn't. La pub dont le son est maxi forte. Ah ouais? Désolé. Pas désolé, j'y peux rien, mais... pas cool. So that's that. Give it your best shot. Hit me with the best shot. Ah non, pardon, c'est pas la même chose. Got it? Come to think of it, you've been doing a pretty bang-up job. Have I? I've just been reading, sweetheart. It's pretty impressive to make it this far without any mistakes. Without any mistakes? I made some mistakes, didn't I? Well, here's a reward for your efforts. From me to you. From Zissy? What I'm about to show you is just one of many worlds. A story that might have happened. Sit back and enjoy it. Alright then, see ya. Ok, à quoi on a droit? Zissy, why didn't you wake me up? You're the one who didn't wake up, no matter how hard I tried to wake ya. To make ya, Arne. I'm going to be late for school at this rate. Let's hurry for school. I slept in way too long. I'm going to be late. I need to hurry. Or we bump into each other. Let's go.